Hello, Professor Anspach. This will be my final semester reflection for your class. Um, and I'll just, get right into the questions. So, reflecting on your first semester of college, explain how your experiences at Montclair State University have made an impact on or shaped who you are and where you want to go. Um, my time here at Montclair has been very, really informative. It's changed my entire life, really. Um, and addressing the four questions here, like the first one is, what have you learned? I think I've learned so much here. I've learned how to socialize with different people, how to time manage better, like all the stereotypical like things you need to learn to be an adult. But I think everyone goes through those things. But what's more important is I've learned to be um, a much better person and character to build on the things that make up a person, which is your characteristics and your general overall character. And I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned here is to be patient, because in 6 months ago I was very eager to go out and go out and like get a job and just grow up really, and then I was always impatient with like, oh, when's college gonna come, and because I didn't get into my choice of college, I was so eager to just like get out of here in Montclair. But as I spent more time here, I've learned that the physical act of being patient is not just the hardest lesson you'll learn in life, but the metaphorical aspect of really making the most of my time here and making the most of the resources I have and being patient that things will work out okay as long as I have a good head on my shoulders and I progress a little bit further each day. And that applies to like professional goals, personal goals, academic goals. I've learned to just be patient, just not you know, rush things and hope that they come faster or hope that they move on slower. What has surprised me? What surprised me is the people here, not just the friends I met here, but the people in my hallway especially. Because there's one side of my wing that's super messy, and they live like savages. I'm sorry, but there's another side that's really loud, and they scream and they get in trouble all the time when it's quiet hours. Not just that, but just the people I've met here have changed my entire life because in high school it was so easy to get like boxed into like doing certain things, saying certain things, acting a certain way, and like really you couldn't be your own person. But when I'm here in Montclair, I've seen that like if someone or if anyone wants to voice their opinion or say what they want, they're not afraid, and it's not like they say it because um, it's not like they say it because everyone else is doing it. They voice their opinions. They know exactly what they want because it's them, and that's something I never had in high school. And I knew that I had it. I had my own things that I wanted out of life, but I couldn't just do it. I couldn't grow with the people I was hanging around. And it's not that they were bad people. It's just they weren't there yet. They weren't as mature as I thought, and I already knew that I was way beyond the years of what, way beyond their years by the time I graduated. And that's that's one thing that I stopped talking to them for. It's because I knew that I've moved so much further, as a person, as a student, further than all of them. Even though they were smarter than me academically on paper, but I just knew that I was growing out of out of, I was growing out of their comfort zones. And coming here has been really refreshing, and that's something that surprised me. What would you do differently? Um, I don't think I do much differently. I can't really pinpoint exactly what, but I think if I had to do anything differently, I think I would have tried to change the mindset that I walked into college with. Because as much as I'm an optimistic person, I'm very pessimistic, and not pessimistic, but more realistic. And being realistic often comes with like a lot of hardships and a lot of like hard truths that I've had to learn to accept. Um, and that kind of affected the actions that I did. Like I didn't hang around as much with like the people here. I didn't really give things a lot of chances. But now that like the semester is going through, I think I've learned to like let things be, and if things happen, things happen, and I can't really change much of it because what if I changed one detail on my day? Say I took a different route to walk to class instead of my usual route. And if I had gone that route instead of my usual route, maybe I would never have, stepped on that person's shoes or like dropped my books there, or vice versa. If I had never, you know, gone to an event, maybe I would have never met the person that eventually would become like my big. And that's just crazy how the serendipity of life is just how it is. What plans have you made or changed as a result of your first semester? So biggest change is that I wanted to go to Rutgers, New Brunswick, because my sister's there, all my friends are there. I wanted to go there so bad, and I thought that I'd do one semester here at Montclair and then transfer out and just get out as fast as I can. But now that I'm here, um, I realized that staying a whole year here isn't bad really. I mean, I can do it. It's just uh, again, the whole aspect of patience is as a mindset, as a as a metaphorical aspect. That's what has changed me so far here. So I have learned that my time here at Montclair is really valuable. And either way, I applied for the spring semester. I didn't get in either way. So like I'm staying here isn't bad really at all. And if I had gotten in, I probably would have still stayed because of the fact that like I didn't want to, go through the whole freshman experience again in the spring semester at Rutgers, with like learning the whole shuttle system, learning to socialize with a whole new group of people and all that. So what really changed is that I decided to stay here for a full year. I think that's really good for me, and it's just something like I learned to accept that um, my time here at Montclair has made me think about things so differently. So that's why I'm able to say like I changed one major thing that I thought would happen in my life. Um, and yeah, those are the four questions. Um, I can't really say anything else really because I've learned so much here. If I told everything, it'd be like a 2 hour long video. So thank you, Professor Anspach. I learned a lot from your class, and I hope to learn more as presentations go on.